So sorry, everybody. Thank you so much for bearing with us for the 32 minutes that it took to fix that disaster. Thank you very much, Aldoon.
32 minutes of gibberish. Blimey.
Yeah, thank you very much to everybody. Look, see what I'm doing here?
Like, it's, as I said, we're being taken off. Like, the three of us will never be on a guard. Like, the only reason Ben will be on is because, like, he's got preferential treatment, but the three of us will be gone.
Hey, look, you can all have a
Say
reroll.
yay, Lewis. We'll never get back on again if we do.
He's yaying because I'm giving you all rerolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want a reroll. I want to die like a coward.
Well, you've all got a reroll for being so well behaved.
Well, then if you do a success, you could re-roll it.
Yeah, that's true. You can
there we
re-roll
go.
a success.
Roll to fail.
Screw it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's get to it then. So, you went out drinking. Well, you went out drinking in as much as you could. Mornington had the most booze.
Yes, but I still do.
I got a cake slice.
You got a cake slice and some bent cutlery, which is all quite exciting, and everybody's very pleased. But a couple of days have passed since that little adventure. The Ark has recovered and has sort of settled in it. You basically, this is the first chance you've had in months for the Ark to catch a breath. The water's up and running again. You've got the water pump fixed.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yes.
The fields are starting to grow. You've actually got some fertile soil in a rock-free zone, and you're managing to grow some of the archaic grain from seed that you managed to find.
Again, you're welcome.
And people are starting to sort of look around and think, what else do we need?
Pigs. We need pigs.
And pigs
Religion,
has kind of
apparently.
been the consensus. Everybody else has had their say. Even Epscamp got his machine gun.
Oh, that's how you say it.
Esquire.
Esquire? Ooh, we should call him.
Maurice, I just want to apologise. I mean, you're a patron, and the reason that we named Commander Epscamp, all of our commanders are named after various patrons. So
Why did you tell us this? We wouldn't have been screwing around
did.
so much.
I did. Back in session 1.
We weren't listening.
No, did not take that in.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry, Mr. Epstein. I cannot.
So sorry, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Esquire.
There we go. It's fine. It's not like they're going
Maurice
to like
Esquire. That's the
Maurice
Dave-
Esquire. Good God, Maurice, I'm so sorry.
We are-
They're bad people, and
Yes.
you must
Yes.
forgive them, because
It's
then when you
Mutant
come
Year
over
Zero.
for Garcon, I can introduce you
The
to them
worst
and you
of
can
We
beat them
have
up.
Garcon? What
Well,
the
we
fuck
will
is that?
Garcon, it's
We
the
can let the
convention that we're
public-
having.
Why was I not informed of this?
When it's not COVID.
You're an intern.
Oh.
It was in April and we cancelled it
Oh.
because
You're going to be
COVID.
invited to make the coffee and bring.
Yeah, but
cakes.
now we can go as stars and sign stuff.
Yeah. We'll have a little table
That's how
where
that
people can
works,
come
right?
and get stuff signed by you guys, like your
Yep.
character sheets.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Most
I'm
of
gonna
this
do
will be
news
burned
to
and
me.
torn, but,
I'm
yeah.
going to do a booth where I do voices.
Well, now I've realised that we've been insulting people that are very kind enough and give us
Yeah.
money.
And
And
real, and
we
real.
have an event, which I didn't know existed.
Yes. So you're not the director, you're the producer.
And I'm
You're
the
here to
writer.
Make sure we go.
No,
we
you're
don't
not the
go over
writer.
far.
I'm
I'm
not
the writer.
star.
What am I?
And the
Am I best
director.
boy?
Yes. Well, maybe
Maybe,
second
something
best
like that,
boy.
I don't know.
Oh.
Dolly Grip.
Who's the gaffer? I want to know.
Apparently Safino's the gaffer as well. And the
Oh,
key
he's the
grip.
gaffer. Oh, is he?
Did
I
we
know.
get our bowl of M&Ms today?
No.
No, I
what you
was
did
gonna
I
get
only want the red ones.
opportunity to play this fantastic game of Mutant
Oh,
Year
that's
Zero.
very true. Yes. It's been a terrible day at work. Please, can I let someone die?
Yes. Aaron, Father Aaron, comes up to Mr. Crescent. It's Mornington. Good morning.
Mr.
You
Crescent's
seem to
my
be on top
father.
of things.
Yes, thank you.
Well, it's been a couple of days since you and your team went out. I'd like you to take those last two back out again. They seem to be vaguely competent. You came back with everyone alive and brought
Yes.
back an extra person. Strange chap. Doesn't appear to have any mutant powers whatsoever. He seems to be a baseline human, which is odd and confusing. But while we look into that back here, I'd like you to go out and fetch. I don't want you to bring back the big pigs. The big pigs are probably far too dangerous. We've seen the trouble you had with the first one. So I'd like you to go back and try and capture some piglets.
Okay.
Juvenile versions of that pig that you encountered a few weeks ago now.
Yes.
If we can get them while they're young, they'll be much, much more placid, able to be controlled. We can
killing.
rear them, raise them, kill them, eat them. But also we can breed them. And we will increase our food supply and also have a pleasant distraction for people, something we can do at festivals.
Slaughtering some
If
pigs.
that little one was around, she could ride.
I
him
think
with it.
you may have misunderstood what the pigs and the festival connection was.
I did.
It was the
Sorry.
eating. The breeding was the pigs with each other.
Oh, okay, good. You then went to entertaining, and I got confused.
You do that out in the zone. You keep it out in the zone.
No,
I know.
never.
I know what you stalkers are like.
Father Aaron.
Bermondsey. Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you have any spoons? I mean, I'm not asking for spoons.
Do not give him spoons.
I'm afraid I don't carry spoons on my person.
Man. Well, I'm gonna go back to entertaining my friends.
Well, rather than entertaining your friends, perhaps you could go and fetch me some piglets with Mr. Crescent.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
What's a piglet?
Who was that other chap that was with you last time?
Hello.
Oh, hey, Wimbledon.
Hit Wimbledon, that's the chap. Yes, take him too.
In the corner.
Why are you in a barrel?
I thought you could sit on it easier.
Oh, okay. I scramble up onto the barrel.
That works.
My gangly legs, still touching the ground. I can't fit on top of it.
Yes, because Wimbledon's quite short, isn't he?
Yeah,
Whereas
I'm quite tall and lanky.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
I'll whisper to Aaron, it's because that Mornington bloke, he don't always see where he's meant to be going, so we need someone up high.
I heard that.
Whoa!
Now, where was it you encountered the pig before?
It was up by the police station. We did talk to a wise person last time who gave us directions towards pigs in a small wood to the north.
Which one was that?
I don't know. I wrote it
Did
down.
you?
The water lady or the
That's
squid
where the
man
police
murdered?
station was. So you
that's
think it's
where
probably somewhere around there?
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, you're the expert in going out into the wilderness. I shall leave this in your capable hands.
Thank you.
May the
Aaron.
blessings of the glowing child light your way.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Bye,
something
Father
like that.
Aaron.
When it gets
Bye.
All right. Shall we
Yeah.
go? Or, are you going to
Bye.
listen to him
Bye.
some more? Okay. Come on.
Bye.
He's
Bye.
disturbing me with the whole glowing child thing. Let's go.
I once used to glow.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I found these weird, funny bugs that were all shiny, and then I ate a lot of them, and then my tummy really hurt, and then I threw up, and it was glowing.
Okay. Maybe not do that again.
No, I wouldn't try them.
Just
If you cover yourself in them spoons you keep bending, you'll sort of be shiny.
Right, if anybody's got any damage to strength or any of their other stats, that can come off
No,
now.
Left me alone.
all healed up.
You can reduce any rot that you've got down to level 3 if you've got anything above
all right.
3.
Do we get an extra mutant point as well? Or mutation?
do
We
indeed.
start with 1 based on our mutation.
Start off with the number of mutant points corresponding to your number of mutations.
All right.
1 for
Yeah.
each.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you've all only got 1 mutation
Yeah.
this time.
I
round, haven't you?
know. I went plain.
Oh, except for Mornington, who developed a second one.
Yes.
because he's cool that way.
Right, over to you
Because
then.
he's lived that long.
Lived long enough to get a second
Basically.
mutation. Over
right.
to you then, you wild and
I-
crazy kids. Where are you going?
We're heading out into the zone. Stay close, people. I know.
Okay,
do you,
I
know your
immediately
way this
grip
time?
on to Mornington.
I will. Not that close. Get
Oh,
off.
sorry. Okay.
Are you gripping onto
I-
Mornington
yeah, I-
from on my shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm trying to pull him close, so we're like
So I'm
we're
sort of
like
bumping
one.
him with the
yeah.
barrel as well as we.
Right,
said to stay
Senor
close.
Crescent, are you going to find
I'm
the
going to
path?
find the Oh, Jesus. Okay. For
Cool.
those who haven't seen the show, this is where it goes wrong.
Unless there's a sacrifice.
I just realized
Sacrifice.
there will be people who came from the Dragonlance game and be thinking, "What the fuck is this? Is this like their D
Top
team?"
tier.
No, we're the B team, folks.
No.
I have a success.
You have a
Holy
success.
shit! Okay, well,
You
We're not
remember the way.
Dead
You've
yet.
been here before. You've been here before. There's the police station. There's the
Times. We've
bus
actually been through this
Hey,
place
hey,
several
You should
times
re-roll that
now.
to fail.
Mornington, what are we doing here again?
We're looking
I
for
wasn't really
pigs.
listening.
Pigs.
Oh, what for?
Because we're going to take them back and breed with them.
Oh, I don't think I want to breed with pigs.
Well, I'm not sure you'd be worthy stock anyway.
Right,
What does
where
that
are you
mean?
going from there?
Internally, okay, that was hurtful, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I don't want.
So do you want to head east or do you want to head north? You've been north before.
Do you want to breed
Where did
with
we meet the
pigs then?
piggy? Was that north?
J29. You met the piggy just off of here, so it was in K30, which is over here, when you went the wrong way at first.
We
Okay.
got lost
But you've been
several
here
times.
and you've been here, so you could also just go straight through J29, which is where you found the zone rats. How much you loved those. That's
Oh,
the
I can
scrubland
really
with the nest of zone
Nuked
rats.
them.
No.
Or you
Okay,
can
right.
head out east into unfamiliar territory, but that is where you found the pig before.
Let's go east.
Do you know where the pigs are then?
Have a rough idea.
Have you ever seen a pig,
Oh.
Wimbledon?
Pretty rough. You know how you
Don't
felt
know.
this morning?
It's,
That rough.
what does a pig look like then? Or
I think they're small and fluffy
no, all right.
with big ears and big teeth.
The
That,
last one I
that
saw
little
was
one, that little one used to have
Yeah,
one of
with
them
mouth.
that followed her around a bit.
Oh yeah. It didn't have as they didn't have as big teeth, but it definitely was fluffy in
Yeah, it was
places.
fluffy and small with big ears.
Yeah.
You're talking about barking.
Yeah, I think that's what its name
Yeah.
was. That's a pig.
Was that a pig?
No, that's a dog.
Oh,
What's the
is that a
difference
pig?
between
And
a
I
pig and
point
a
to
dog?
some deformed pigeon that's pecking the ground.
No, that's a deformed pigeon. Right.
Oh.
You know, Fat Stan back in the Ark. He's got a really
Oh
fat
yeah,
face and
yeah,
a
I know
funny
Fat Stan.
What nose?
Yeah.
That's a pig.
Oh. Oh, I don't think I want to meet a pig then. Fat Stan's is grumpy. Our pig's
Right.
grumpy.
So you're heading east then, are you?
They
Yeah.
can be.
Sorry,
They
Ben.
got sticks.
That's quite all right. You could talk about pigs. I don't mind.
I'll just wait here. It's like a mum when it's like, no, continue your conversation. Yeah,
With
it's
your
fine.
death.
Don't make me turn this game around, young man.
Dig yourself deeper into this conversation.
Can I
So,
find-
You
find
head
the zone? Can I?
east. Yes, you can find the zone.
Oh god, I don't want to push the button.
Or you could know the
Shit.
path.
Don't want you to push the button. Don't
How?
push it.
How are
Don't
we
push-
doing this?
I
He
can push
hasn't
it.
had the sacrifice.
You
today.
could push it.
Oh no, yeah.
No,
Is
it's
there? Where is? Can I kill one of those pigeons? The deformed pigeons. Here, Mornington, your sacrifice.
It's not the same.
You've got a
unless it's-
re-roll, and you could
mutant.
push the roll if you wish.
Oh, I will take the re-roll because I could get more failures.
You could. It's true.
That's how this game goes, everybody. Okay, I'm taking the re-roll. Thank you, great benevolent one. And
Yay!
boring.
There you go. So you find that broken wooden door with the glass panel in it that inadvertently led to the spiraling sequence of events that cost you the death of Tooting.
I look at it and I just for a moment, there's almost a human emotion on Mornington's face as he remembers.
Then he
to
gets
do
better.
Oh, Bob.
And
Wimbledon, I think he's got
explosion.
gas.
They were going to do together and the stuff they were going to blow up.
Yeah, we actually had plans to make this a real series until it just became a piss take.
And then I drop it and we move on.
Yeah.
Right, so
Do you reckon he was
continuing
talking about that
into
dog thing
that
again?
zone.
I don't know. I always thought that was a pig.
God, I
Well,
hate my
entirely.
own writing.
I actually thought you were going to say, God, I hate all of you. I was going to go, oh, gosh.
Oh, well, that it only took until the penultimate
Oh, my
episode.
God. They're talking about these fucking pigs again.
It's my writing that I hate. Right,
No, it's
and
all right.
you head into that new zone and you come across some wreckage of some kind of unusual, strange vehicle. It looks like a tube,
Oh, God.
a big
Right.
long tube. It's got tiny little wheels at the front and at the back, although they're kind of smashed up and the whole tube is sort of bent.
Is this?
There's two large platform flat bits that have been broken off and left behind it, and it appears to have plowed into the ground. So either it was going really fast along the ground or it fell out of the sky or something like that.
Oh,
Do you think
okay.
that
Now it's a
flew
plane.
like,
Got
like
it.
The,
So I have to
like
make
the boat thing. The
I
house
have to
that
make
you
these
found.
easy for Nye to get,
sky
because otherwise you end up
house.
with child
Yes.
Yeah.
soldiers.
Child
Every-
soldiers.
Although, if it flew,
And-
why has it got them little wheels on it?
No, you see, I have heard these would travel under the ground at great velocity. It is a great
Oh,
mechanical
is that why
worm.
the top bit is like all
Oh.
pointy?
Yes, yes. It's how it would
Right.
burrow through the ground and it would angle its way with the
Whoa.
fins you can see on the side. Yes, I have heard of these.
But there's one of those
Whoa.
smashed up, lying in the middle of a pile of rubble that may have once been some buildings.
Well, I think Wimbledon should investigate. Off you go, Wimbledon.
But we're looking for pigs. What sound do pigs make?
There might be pigs kind of squeaking and screaming from what I remember from last time.
Oh, okay.
Pigs!
Yeah,
Might
that's
have
why I
been
was going.
shooting.
Pigs.
Pigs!
More like in pain.
Pigs.
By pain. I could stab one of you. Maybe that would help.
Oh, like if
What
they
if we
smell
shouted them,
blood. That
They
is
did-
also
They did seem
Yeah.
to like the taste of meat. So
that
yes,
is like Fat Stan. I once
Yeah.
got my I once cut my finger in front of him, and I swear he looked like he was going to turn me into a snack.
Mornington is seriously contemplating just shooting one of you.
We both stare back at him with completely blank expressions.
So you got this plane sat there, the
Underground
giant
barrel
tunneling worm
operation.
tube.
Mechanical worm.
Hey, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Do you think this is where Morningstar lost all his previous counterparts?
Morningstar. I'll take that.
Mornington.
No, I'm taking
Well,
Morningstar.
Morningstar it seems
Yeah.
more appropriate now.
I think, yeah, it might be because
Feel
like,
the
normally
horns.
he was looking a bit sad a minute ago, and then he came here and he started talking about the borrowing thing
I
straight
just thought
away.
he needed to go to the toilet. He kind of made the same like
Well,
he made this like little face like I thought he needed to go to the toilet.
What's
yeah,
Mornington going to do?
sometimes that looks like
I'm just going to
like
run
that,
an
but
arrow
it means that
along.
he's sad on the
No, I don't know.
inside.
Berman's
While
is
the
along.
other two stooges have their conversation.
I'm just going to bleed one of them.
Well, we are. It's for the plot. We're informing things that have just happened. We're building character relationships.
There's
Yeah.
no point. I stick an arrow in Berman's arm.
Oh, do you? Jesus Christ!
Blood
Oh,
summon the pigs.
well, what doesn't he have to make an attack roll? Do I not get a chance
Not
to
really,
defend
he's
myself?
Not like attacking you. He's literally just walking up and poking you in the arm with an arrow. So
That feels like an attack.
it's not going to do damage to your
Oh,
strength
okay.
or anything, but he's going to
Wimbledon.
you enough
Oi,
to make
is
you
this the
bleed.
kind of stuff you got up to with the last lot? This is what
No,
What?
this is you.
Esquire told me about.
He pricked me with the arrow,
Yes.
and
You
now the
better
red's
apologise for that.
Now wave your arm around and summon the pigs.
I don't want to.
Apologise. Don't wave your arm until
I'm
he
not going
apologises.
to. My arm really hurts now.
I don't care.
Well, but it really hurts, and you stab it in my arm.
Yes, I did. You might as well make it worthwhile. Come on.
No, I don't want to. You just stabbed me in the arm.
You don't do anything until he says he's sorry for stabbing you in the arm with the arrow.
I'm going to stab Wimbledon now.
Can I react to that?
Clearly
Yeah, come
not.
on. We've got to be able to do something, Ben. He's just stabbing us with arrows.
Yeah, now, of course, you can react now. If he's still going to like stab one of you with an arrow, you absolutely can do something now.
I will try to twist his wrist around.
Oh, God. Okay, I thought we were just going to
Stab
back
him
up
with
out the
it.
way.
No.
Oh, we're going to kill
Right.
each other. Yeah.
Alvin,
I'm not
as you-
gonna
as
kill
you go
him,
to
but-
stab him with the arrow.
Yes.
A loud shot rings out as a crack from over by the plane, and
Oh.
something strikes you.
Ow!
Serves you right.
There,
You take
there.
3 points of strength damage.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
it's broken!
That might
He's
have been a
broken.
bit-
Mornington is broken. That's a bit of
Yeah.
karma for stabbing me.
That might have been a bit excessive. I'll try and pick him up.
Oh my! You just killed Mornington with your grab.
Did
I
I have
didn't-
enough
I
time to
Enough.
know that was coming?
Nope, not a clue.
No.
Oh my
okay.
gosh! You
That
broke
goes
his wrist so hard you
I
made
feel
it
like
really
this
loud.
is the point where Ben has lost all patience.
No,
with us
absolutely
now.
not.
We'll
No,
just
no.
shoot him.
This is,
Then you're quiet again.
this is entirely scripted.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
He
a
has the
professional.
whole preamble where we talk about mating with the pigs.
Anyway, I'm going
I
to
just used
grab
that as cover.
Mornington Crescent's
I'm
Roughly-
still on top of the barrel, which is on top of
Yeah,
Wimbledon.
unconscious body, sort of sling him towards my other shoulder, and run to the nearest place I think we can
Wimbledon,
hide
faster,
behind.
faster!
Alden, could you please roll a D66?
D66.
Yep.
Yep, I got a 15.
Um,
What kind of horrible, life-threatening
it seems odd,
disaster
but-
has
but
befallen me?
so be it. As you're shot, you fall and you crack your head on a rock and are
Ow.
concussed. You
I
know,
feel like that was the moment when I pick you up. So,
Guys,
Sorry.
let's
Your
let's
concussion
kill.
means
Let's
that
get
you are
all
at
3 of these characters killed,
minus
so that on the
1
ultimate
to
episode we
movement
all
speed.
have new characters.
You're
I
gonna have to
believe the
repeat
idea was
that.
then we would be EPSCAP, Aaron.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be awesome.
I have minus what now?
-1 to move and sneak.
Okay, I'm broken. So I have none of those things.
No, that is the break.
Oh,
The
okay.
concussion that you got from breaking out. Now I'm nice sulking because I muted him so that I could be heard for a moment. Look at his face.
That's okay. Anyway,
Alden
when
said
I
he
usually
couldn't
hold
hear
up
my
a sign.
microphone. So I had to do something.
Well done. Well done. Okay.
Strong,
will-
decisive action.
So I'm on 0, but I'm on -1 for certain things. Is that right?
Yeah, you're on 0. So if you weren't on 0, you'd still be suffering from concussion. If they heal you up, you're still concussed.
Okay.
which
No, you
I
can
intend
unmute
to
now.
do.
No, no.
I'm going
No.
to, in the meantime, while Nye is sulking, I will move with Mornington Crescent to to
Keep my mic like this. It's perfect.
yeah
Yes.
a cover position and then try and revive him.
Uh,
I
Okay,
have to come back for this.
yeah, he's struggling. He's got an injury right through his chest. Did you have any armor?
no.
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 That's
No,
what I was
we
asking if I
wasted
had
our
any
nice armor.
notice, because then I could have activated my bark skin. But I handed
Yeah.
over the Kevlar, which I had.
You did, but it was nearly broken anyway.
It was 3 left. That
Lewis
wasn't
had already
much.
ruined it.
He had ruined half of it. Yes.
Wimbledon, do you know how to make people better?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, okay, I'll watch. I'll keep an eye out for in case you snap a wrist again so loud it
Yeah.
can be heard on the other end of on the thing.
Can I roll?
You
for
can make a
heal?
heal roll if you wish.
And this is how Mornington dies.
There we go.
I'm not gonna push
Oh,
that.
yes.
You could
I'm
re-roll.
gonna
No.
use my reroll.
Reroll. Use
Okay,
your
yeah.
reroll. Don't kill him now. I want us to
There you
die
go.
at the end.
There you go.
Basically, what Wimbledon does is he looks a
Slaps
bit
me.
groggy and just slaps him. in
And that
the
brings
face.
health back.
It wakes him up.
Alden, you've been given another re-roll.
Oh, you are all so generous.
You all right?
Right,
Morty?
you
all
kind
right?
of
What?
blearily come to.
What?
You got there's like a whole posse of like guys all stood around you, and they all look like Bermondsey and Wimbledon, like 6 of them.
Whoa, there's so many of you. What's
Is
happening?
there?
Whoa, where
You-
did all you guys come from?
You
What's happening?
you
what?
all right, Morty?
Whoa.
You look a bit out there. What happened?
I got a new haul.
Can I
Ow.
peek
Ow.
out from wherever we're hiding to see
Ow.
if the shooter is still there?
Ow.
Yes, you can.
I
Ow.
peek
Should stop
the
poking
lies
it.
over whatever cover we have. Do I see anything?
Yes, could you make a scout check?
Can you make a scout check?
Oh, I've got to make
No.
scout checks for
Yeah.
it, haven't I?
Beowulf, we did run for cover.
Run
Yeah,
for
I wouldn't have
cover.
put it past us just to stand there.
Oh, we could
I
hide
picked
behind
you
the
up and
barrel.
ran behind.
Yeah,
the-
we
Right,
could hide
Bermondsey
behind the
pops his head up over the parapet. Now let me see.
Round the barrel.
Yeah. Ooh.
You're gonna get shot in the head.
'Cause it's
Probably. I
opposed
can use my
roll.
magnet
Aha!
powers though.
Oh, that's
You-
true. To attract the bullet. You could have used that earlier.
I
You
didn't know. I
see-
didn't know your wrist was going to be snapped so
Over
harshly.
by the body of the plane, somebody
Okay.
take a shot at you.
Okay, can I magnetize to protect myself?
You absolutely can magnetize. So you spend your mutant power point.
Okie doke. I will do that. I'm down to 0, guys.
Okay.
You could do it.
I'd like to repulse it back at them.
Stoing.
Push away or retract metal objects within short range. Throw metal objects. Shield yourself against bullets. So that counts as a point of armor. It actually no, it doesn't count as armor. It reduces automatically damage from an attack. So you only take 2 points of damage.
Oh, lovely. Dong.
But
Because you
you
slow
saw-
it down a bit,
Yeah,
but you
you
don't.
slow it down. You saw someone in a big, thick, heavy leather jacket over by the mole worm machine. Take a shot
I-
at you
oh,
with a scrap
sorry.
rifle.
As he is, I presume, lowering his rifle from shooting me, I would like to, still probably blood pouring down my forehead, go, I see you over there! I see you! Wimbledon, somebody's shooting at us.
Shout,
You could-
Oi! What
Yeah,
are you
oi!
shooting for?
Yeah, out from the cover. I kind of am tempted just to chase after him, but I think he's going to just off me. What would be the whatever my name is option?
You can see him.
Yes, I see you.
Point me in the right direction. I may be able to shoot them.
Why did you shoot us? He's over there.
I'll try. I'll sort of hold you.
Isn't it when you're
in cover.
broken you can't? Oh no, he's been healed. Never mind.
Been
Teamwork.
healed, yeah.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm just holding everyone. There's
No,
someone
I'm
on
standing on my own.
shoulders.
Oh yeah. No, I would have gotten off to peek over
Okay.
the cover. Yeah.
Concussion, does that affect my shooting? Kind of feel it should.
Does
I'm
not
going to
affect
put
you.
Mornington on my
Oh, I
shoulders.
guess I'm
Up
gonna
you go,
shoot it.
little man.
He's going to get
Even
shot
though
again.
I'm shorter than everyone.
Just so you know, I am going to shoot him again when you do that.
I would like to.
What miss?
Can just sort of run at him, but I have a feeling I won't make it. in
Definitely.
time.
Okay, what's
You have
what's
another
Mor-
reroll.
what's
I'm gonna-
Mornington going to do?
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, make a scout check. See if you see him first.
Well, I thought matey boy pointing about. All
Oh, he
right.
said he's over by the metal tube.
And there's blood pouring in my eyes.
True.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to change my strategy then. I might slip into stealth mode, to be honest, given there's a
Yeah,
big hole.
probably best.
Can,
me-
can I Can I have a equipment bonus for my camouflage equipment? What I got last time.
Yes, you can. You can have a 2 dice equipment bonus for that.
Ooh, watch me break my new fancy equipment. Da, 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 da. Oh dear. I'm gonna push it. Push, 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 push. Push. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
interesting.
That's an interesting result.
That's a yes and a no.
Mm.
I
Right, so
wanna
you
try and
that's your
sneak-
stealth, is it?
Yeah, I want to try and sneak out the back of whatever shelter we're in and work my way away from this pair of fools.
Okay. So you head out from the current position of cover that you've got, and you think that the shooter has not been able to spot you, and you move yourself to a different position. Lewis, what's Wimbledon going to do?
I'm stacking up the rerolls here.
Still bleeding.
I am? Oh, that's probably why I can't see.
I'll pull you back into cover.
Ugh.
And I'll also take a look out because I want to.
Okay, make a scout check.
Oh god, this is like fucking the duck game.
Ding! Ding!
Where's my.
Well, it was for me. I think he'll just go splat.
Ha!
Sorry. Whoa! Wow, that's a lot of scout.
It's
Okay,
enough.
You also see someone wearing lots of leather clothing over by the plane. Does shoot at you as well. Do you have any armor?
I do not.
Right. Take 2 points of strength damage, but you recognize Arsenal.
Oi! Arsenal! What the hell are you doing? I assume it's still PG-12 or 13.
No, fuck that.
No, Nike.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. What the fuck are you doing, you bloody idiot? My barrel's broken.
Oh no, they show your barrel. No, you bastard! Our barrel. We ripped off somebody for that.
Nai, what are you going to do?
Decisions. Well, this is not my forte because I'm a talky part. Actually, wait, this could be my forte. I'm gonna pop up and go. I'm going to try and use some kind of talking skill, probably manipulate. Although I might have, probably. And I would like to manipulate him for him to stop shooting us.
Okay, what are you gonna say to get him to stop shooting at you?
Yes, use your words.
Stop shooting at us.
Arsenal.
You arse. No.
Please.
I have identified him as Arsenal.
Arsenal, please stop shooting at us. Please.
Why should I? Comes back the answer.
Because we're from you. No, you bastard. No.
I kind of like, because it's not nice.
It's a policing action.
Well, I don't know what that word means. So up yours.
Look, step out and I'll make it quick.
Make what quick?
Are you fucking thick or what?
Can I sprint up to
No,
him
I'm
with my
quite
mutation?
skinny actually.
Could I be sneaking up on this?
Yes,
whilst
I'm
it's
making the perfect
sneaking on?
distraction.
I'd like
He
to
does
sneak up
serve a
behind him.
purpose. Okay, make you sneak.
Developed crab legs for some reason. Who knows why?
Another mutation.
Oh,
You can only move sideways now.
I can only go sideways. Yeah.
You probably have a reroll. I don't know. You've got a lot.
I have tons of rerolls.
I seem to have stacks of them, but
I
I
have
will
one.
take a success if that's enough. Enough.
Right, so you are sneaking round. You're kind of going around the long way, so it'll take you a little bit longer to get there. When you hear somebody else sneaking up behind you.
Oh,
God,
Biscuit barrel.
this is the end of fucking Pathfinder all over again. These are the better players that Ben wants. He always throws these in. The better party.
Can I use my mutation to sprint up to Arsenal?
I've
Use
got
those
to add that
legs.
mutation. Yes, you absolutely can.
You never
Sweet.
skipped leg day.
He never skips leg day.
And the best bit is he's distracted with this fucking moron that he's speaking to. No, I'm going to shoot you in the head. Oh, I still don't understand, mate. You gotta explain it to me better. I'm going to kill you.
Right, so you spend a mutation point and your legs kind of make
They get
weird
longer.
clicky, grindy
That's not
noises.
running forward.
Whoa,
And-
Wimbledon, you're really tall.
Sort of twist around, become digitigrade and stretch out so that you can run faster and
You're-
leap higher.
You're like real life Sonic. The creepy
And
one,
you-
not the cartoon one.
Does he go blue?
Jink around the side. Oh, actually, that's the point. You've got to roll a d6 to use your mutation, haven't you?
What
Yeah,
good?
you might
Oh,
get 6 legs.
we know what.
Or
good-
you might get one.
Just the D6.
Oh God!
Just
can you
one
imagine?
d6, yeah.
One giant.
One
Yeah.
leg, hop, hop.
Oh,
Oh no, not the two, not the two again. We
Your
know what
legs
happened the
blow
last time we got a 2.
But 2 is different for this one because it's not a
Oh.
damage-causing
I
mutation.
I just run really fast.
You
am I
run
still on top of the barrel, or did I get off?
straight at him. No,
And
when he starts
smack him as
mutating and
well.
twisting, you'd not.
Yeah, I
you'd fall
politely
off.
hop off. Okay.
You run straight at him, and as you're running, you forget to stop, and you run smack right into the side of the plane, and you kind of collapse, disoriented. You will
Now
not
I
be
feel
able
like
to.
you're trying to.
Don't make
No,
me
this is
show
how
you
shit we are.
that.
Your GM can do whatever they like to
like.
you.
Whenever
We
they
deserve
want
it,
to.
to be
You
honest.
rolled the 2, not me. Don't
Oh,
blame the GM.
Peter, you rolled the
I don't
dice.
like killing player characters.
You seem to be
He
enjoying
says
this
what-
You
episode.
might like these ones. Then.
So you slam into the side of the plane and fall to the ground, slightly dazed.
I'll get you in a
Arsenal's-
minute.
At Arsenal's feet, he just kind of looks down at you as you lay there stunned.
Are you okay, Wimbledon?
Meanwhile,
I'll be
tonight-
all right in a minute.
what's Bermondsey going to do?
Keep
Can't
talking.
manipulate him again, can I?
You'd have to do a damn good job and think of
I
something
know.
really quite clever to
Oh
say.
boy.
You could manipulate him again. You absolutely could continue the manipulation, but think
Yeah,
about
but
think about what he might want, why he might be doing it, what you could offer.
I
Think about
know,
ways in
before-
which people manipulate others rather than just saying, I use manipulate.
Shiny things.
See, but this is the problem, Ben. When I'm playing a normal character, I do think of those things. But I'm playing Bermsey, and he is
Excuse me. What would Luca do?
worse than Luca. Luca was
Offer him a
stupid,
hug.
but
He wouldn't want to hurt Luca because
No.
he wouldn't want to disillusion the poor young man.
yeah,
Luca would believe in his inner heart.
yeah.
Believe in him.
You know what?
Please, I'm gonna die again.
And I do apologize. I will say this. I do play smarter than this, and I could be tactical or mechanical, but I do. And by recently, I decided I do want to play more to what the character would do. So I think Bermsey seeing Wimbledon grow his legs and run right into the thing. I think Bermsey would wholeheartedly attempt the same thing and charge. Not in an I am meaning this sincerely. I think Bermsey is that character. And if people disagree, then I do apologize.
No, that's absolutely fine.
That I think is what this stupid fucking idiot would do.
We get to play
Damn
as
great.
Arsenal and Golders Green next time.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm okay. I
Reroll.
can't even talk,
Push it.
so-
Push it.
Push it. Yeah, just push it.
Push it.
Then you
Push
can-
it.
Yeah,
you
why
can
not?
Right? Okie dokie.
Oh.
I do the head down running thing like but I barely get anywhere.
Without actually moving.
Yeah, you put your arms back. That's right. You can't
Yeah, yeah.
actually.
And I put my arms back and hit my
saw
head
that
off the
somewhere.
thing I'm hiding behind.
Okay, Alden, what do you want to do?
So you said I heard a noise behind
Yeah,
me.
there is something. You heard a noise behind you, like there is somebody there. So you've
Um,
got a choice here.
Mm,
I'm not going to tell you what the choice is.
it's to preserve
that
my
would- that would-
stealth.
That would be
Or-
railroady.
No, I don't know what the other choice might be.
No, he only gives you the choices if you're nigh and not playing the game.
I'm going to I'm actually going to flick out my tongue and try and sense what's going on behind me.
Spend your mutation point.
Yeah, spend my mutation.
Well, that's
There
a long
is-
tongue if it's going on your shoulder.
There is a number of other mutants
Oh,
in
God.
this zone.
Number.
There's definitely the two that you've already encountered. Sorry, there's definitely Arsenal. You can smell Arsenal. You can taste Arsenal.
Cordite.
It's all leather and cordite. But then you
Ooh.
can also taste
It's good bad name.
It's actually leather and cordite.
someone else with a hint of cordite about them, although they haven't fired yet. Someone that smells like the zone. Someone that smells a little bit like death.
Okay.
And you've also got a faint hint of a third person lying in wait inside the plane.
Okay. That's interesting. Do I have a sense of where death smell person is?
Yes, they are slightly elevated and behind you on one of the ruined buildings.
Your tongue is up their nose, like they're right behind you. Like, gross.
I think I smell something.
About to stab me.
Basically, when you left your cover, yourself unshootable to Arsenal, you moved yourself directly into the firing range of this other person.
Who's
Okay.
Arsenal? I've completely forgotten who they are.
Another mutant.
Arsenal's another mutant from your arc.
Yeah.
There is
They're
yeah,
backup mutants.
the other person
Oh
behind
no!
behind you. You maneuvered yourself directly into their line of sight, and the thing you heard was them getting ready to shoot you.
I will surprisingly lithely roll backwards and reactivate my stealth mode.
Okay. Well, it's stealth
Is-
or move, really. If you're
Stealth.
stealth, okie dokie.
Question, Ben. Am
Answer
I
no.
broken? Because I took 2 strength damage. I just realized I'm not that strong, am I?
Bermondsey.
I don't think I have.
Oh,
I think I only have 2
Bermondsey
strength.
is indeed technically broken. I'm
Yeah,
a bad
so
person for not noticing.
No, it's absolutely fine. I only just realized. So if I got shot, I wouldn't even be able to I will say I can distract him. I don't have to manipulate him. I just
Your body
Ah.
distracts.
Yeah. Did I leave cover or am I just unconscious
But
by
what
the
I'll do
cover?
is I will reduce the amount of damage that you'd taken by 1, because you did use your mutation to offset it. And while he had done 3 rather than 2, if I move it down by 1, then it means that you still kept moving and you still got a certain amount of action left in you. Right, Mornington. Sneaks.
Back, baby.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh,
I've
good lord.
Broken my trousers.
You roll
You tear them
yourself
off.
into a narrow tear in the fuselage of the plane, the back of the robot
I want to
worm.
go in the plane. I want to deal with Death Boy. Or
Yeah, well, you were sneaking. I thought so.
Exactly.
You're not sneaking to get away from.
You're sneaking to get
I
closer
don't want
to
to
it.
sneak. Yes, I want to sneak close.
Oh, you were sneaking.
Which is I thought,
to.
yeah. I thought
I'm
that's
sorry.
what
I
he
thought
was
you meant
doing.
you were sneaking away.
No.
Right. If you're sneaking to, that's not a problem. You sneak to by moving closer to the building that they're on. Although in so doing, you kind of roll yourself through some broken glass.
Oh, this seems familiar.
Yeah. And
I'm this too.
It's dangerous.
take a point of rot.
Oh.
Use the cursed pistol.
No, I don't have the cursed pistol. Leave me alone.
Canary
Damn it.
Wharf's got that.
Yeah.
Well, we palmed it, I think, in our when we were
Force it
free.
on me, and I
Ha!
accept it.
We're just gonna pull it out and it'll backfire in
Wimbledon.
our face.
Yeah, exactly. The cursed pistol.
Hey, look,
Okay,
I've got this.
so Arsenal then.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, that's bad.
Just
That's
one shot at all
also
three of
bad.
us.
No, I was trying to decide whether he would wait until you got there and punch you, or shoot
What,
you while
me?
you run. Yeah, you're the current only target.
Oh,
We're distracting
right.
him so he didn't kill
Oh,
Wimbledon.
that wasn't my intention, but I'm glad I saved you, Lewis.
Thank you. I owe you two.
I love the way you
Yeah.
said that as well. He's
Okay,
deciding
so-
whether or not he.
1, he shoots you. 2, he
Teamwork,
waits
people.
till you get there and punches you.
I hope it's
There
two.
we go. He waits until you get there. and
Good,
punches
because that
you,
would be
because
funnier.
Bullets cost money, or bullets are money.
Bullets are money. Yes.
So you go charging towards the plane.
Oh dear.
I'm coming to save you, Wimbledon.
You
Ow!
run right into Arsenal's fist, wearing like leather half gloves, and he just smacks you in the face,
That wasn't very nice.
and you are broken. Please,
Yeah, I
could
am.
you
I-
roll a D66 for me?
No.
I'll let you
Powers
do
don't
that.
work on fists.
Oh
do they?
no, I switched my dice off
Why did you do that?
because my
Because
phone
he's got a servant. He's got a dice servant.
Yeah.
That
No,
sounds
no,
good.
no, no. It's actually because I have alarms that go off that would have gone off while we were playing. That happened in my last recording. It was
I
embarrassing.
remember you want to roll low here.
Very
Yes, I know.
unprofessional.
Oh, thank God.
Is it 66? Did you roll
No,
66?
no. It's 23. Oh, thank God. 23's got to be good. I hope.
I'm not sure any of them.
Wouldn't go on episode.
He
23.
punches you. This is going to be okay. Give me a sec because I have to do a bit of a stretch here. He punches you in the face and you flip over backwards. And as you land, literally flip all the way over. And as you land, your toes smack into the ground so hard that they break.
Ow.
Toes
You
are
feel-
broken.
You
Oh, not
feel
the toe.
a toe on each of your feet break with a sort of painful crunching sensation in the ends of your feet. You are also at -1 to move and sneak.
Oh, don't worry. I'm slumped on top of Wimbledon by this point.
Not for
Just
long.
kill us, Ben. We're fucking pathetic, honestly.
Our best idea is to play dead until I get out of here.
Yeah, abandon us.
Yeah.
Actually, do. I think we're a lost cause here.
Right, you hear someone above you, Alden, go, shit.
Don't I get a go?
No, you don't.
You're
I'm on top of
unconscious. You didn't
No,
get a
you're
go this turn.
Yeah.
We're the
Next
two
time.
stages are.
Unconscious?
Yeah, you got
Next-
knocked out. You lost your go this go when you ran into the side of the plane.
Do you want? No, Lewis.
We'll have to look up tube stations.
Arsenal's voice rings out across the area. Look, Crescent, you're the one we want. These two idiots don't have to die.
I'm broken, so I can't speak.
I'm
Come
not saying
out.
a bloody word.
Come out here and they don't have to
the-
die.
No, we can't say anything.
Unconscious.
We're both out. Yeah.
I'm going to continue to sneak up on Death Smelling Boy.
Listen, mate, it's all over for you. One way or another, if I have to start killing them, I will. Seems like a waste. He's got his rifle pointed directly at Wimbledon at this point. So, Wimbledon, you kind of come to from your days, and there is a scrap rifle pointed at your face.
Wimbledon.
Can I fight?
You can.
My plan is
Can
to
he?
roll over him with the barrel. Knock him
Yes!
over.
The battle.
Bear in mind that he only has to pull the trigger.
But it's very difficult to shoot someone when you're being run over by a barrel.
Exactly. I wholeheartedly support this.
Very well, you may fight.
But
Okay, so you
Continuing
got.
to sneak, by the way. With
I
my
wake
Yeah,
up,
I
see the
see.
gun, and go, Fuck you, Arsenal.
Ooh. Oi.
Try at least.
Right. You run him
Oi.
over. He shoots you.
But he also takes that.
Yes, he does.
And that's all that matters to us right now.
So unarmed
'Cause I'm
damage.
dead.
Well,
Unarmed
but also-
damage is 1, so he takes some damage,
Yeah.
which is true. You did damage him. You rolled over him and taken him out of the mix for now. But he also shoots you,
And I die.
and you take 2 points of damage. Sorry.
Ooh. I am not dead.
But were you already broken
No.
physically?
No, he wasn't.
Are you
He was
broken
just
now?
unconscious.
No, I'm on 1.
You're still on 1, so you are
Yeah.
still up.
It's an
Ooh, it's
enforcer.
good to be an enforcer.
Yeah.
Right, that's it.
Bullet sponge.
I'm just a crumpled mess on the ground
Right,
next
no.
to you.
Does Bermondsey want to do anything?
Can I manipulate? I don't think I can if I'm broken, but
I
I'd
think
love
we
to.
may have transcended manipulating at this point. You could shoot him with your scrap derringer.
I've
Or-
rolled him into
Nye.
a perfect position.
Die.
Yeah.
You've got a silver cake slice.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but that's for special occasions. I wanted.
This is a special occasion.
I can't stab him with it. What am I gonna do? I have no combat skill.
Throw it. Throw it.
He has a weakness to silver. Like
Oh,
all of
I
his
don't
werewolf.
think he does. So
Like,
I
don't know?
only know of Arsenal. I don't know about the other two that Mornington's aware of. They've not made themselves known, have they?
No, you are unaware
Shit.
of them at present.
Okay,
Make your way
I'm
to safety
gonna
inside the plane.
I'm gonna pull the derringer out, and I'm just gonna go. You
Yeah.
should have listened to us, and I'm gonna try and shoot him. I'm gonna fail. I'm not gonna succeed. with
Believe
this.
in yourself. You've got rerolls and
No,
stuff.
I'm
got
a
reroll.
massive pessimist. I know, but it's not gonna make any difference. There's another two of
Reroll.
them.
Push
He's
it.
not wrong. He did
Yeah.
miss.
Push it. Push it.
Yeah,
Push
I'll,
it
I'll
and you can
re-roll, push
re-roll
it,
it.
whatever. It's
Wait,
not gonna make a
push it
difference.
first.
Push it. I'll push it first.
Oh, actually, tell a lie. You're broken, aren't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do anything. That's why I'm saying it doesn't matter.
Uh,
I can't do anything. To
You can spend one of your rerolls
to be
to take an
unbroken.
action. Yeah.
and then you
Yeah,
can
but at that
push
point, I would still
action.
miss. So
Yeah, but you could push it.
I know, but all right, okay. I'll spend my reroll to not be broken, and then I will push the roll that I just did. Unless that's fine. I told you. I
Yeah. Oh my
kill
God.
Wimbledon.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
As I said, this was not a good idea. I'm not
That's
designed for
Ben wiping
combat.
away tears of joy there. That's just
I said
And
and
now
the cake slice would have been
Mornington's
the
just going to
same.
run away.
Yeah, run away more. Seriously, I would say run. This is a shit show, and I'm
Have a
completely happy with it.
Shot. You shoot the plane. The bullet pings off the plane and into you.
Naturally.
You shot
Wait,
yourself.
but I pushed it so I could have used my magnetism.
Alden, apparently you're a bit quiet.
No, you're a bit quiet.
You're a bit quiet. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything while I was offing
Being
myself.
shot. Yeah. No, now we've lost you entirely.
I think what he's explaining is how you miraculously save us all
How's
with
that?
that terrible roll.
No, no.
Can't hear you at all.
The little bit.
We can hear you very quietly. If I could use my
How is that?
Yay! Wow.
Is that full volume back again? Everybody happy?
Yes.
Okay, jolly good.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I got a little shirty note from my producer.
It's a bit difficult, isn't it?
He's quite
Right. Okay, so
I'm
Don't
dead,
like this
yes.
new boy.
where was I? You were broken. You're rolling D66 for me.
All right, yeah, no bother.
So your spectacular personal headshot.
But
That would be Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a
63.
55. No, it's 55.
Bye.
Yeah,
See
I'm
ya.
dead. I was dead either way. Like I would have to
Yeah.
blow everything, and I already did.
Mornington,
The
you
bullet
must
bounces off the
survive.
plane, passes through you, and you feel your legs. Well, you don't feel your legs, more to the point.
Yeah.
The bullet passes right through you, grating against your spine, and your legs just go from under you. You can't feel them. You can see them.
Yep.
They're right there. But you are
Yep.
currently paralyzed from the
Yeah.
waist down.
That's
Yeah.
awful. And you can ride
That's
Wimbledon.
fucked up.
If
Yeah.
Wimbledon survives long enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm not going to be playing Mutant Year Zero for a very long time after this. I just want to manipulate them, but I
Next
knew it
up,
would go
Forbidden
nowhere.
Lands. No.
that is the first
Right.
total failure we've had. So
As a responsible,
team.
mature, sensible GM, I just want to throw out to you at this point that I've forgotten whose go it is.
Definitely.
It doesn't matter. They're going to
Wimbledon's.
kill all of us. They're
Uh,
going to
Did
murder
Wimbledon not
all
go
of
like
us.
right before
He
Birmingham?
did, yes.
No,
yeah.
I think
That
it's
must be mine.
Deafman and Mornington.
It'll be
Right.
Arsenal and the evil guy.
All right,
Deaf person.
Mornington.
Yes.
They're on the roof directly above you.
I was doing spectacular sneaking, I
You
believe.
were doing spectacular sneaking. You are utterly silent, pressed up against the wall, right below where this person is. So close that above you, not in arm's reach, so you can't just go yoink, you can see the barrel of a scrap rifle pointing out into the zone.
So would you say that they were in let's see, near range?
I would, but they are also on a roof and you can't see them.
That's
I
disappointing.
mean, if you had something like a grenade, that'd be perfect.
Well, thank you for bringing up the fact that Tooting is no longer with us and cannot be supplying me with explosives. Just hurtful.
I'm
Well,
not the one who tore his arm off.
I didn't tear his arm off either. I tried to heal him with all of my 2 points in heal.
And he was going, I'm feeling better. No, it's all right.
And then all of the blood left your body. Yes. Can I? Let's do a fun thing. Can I use my planty growths to slowly grow and grab the gun?
I like the sound of that. I don't know if you can actually do it, but it
I don't
sounds.
think you can do that.
I don't think I can do that.
No.
Human plant.
If he
I'm
gets
pretty
free
sure you
rerolls, he
can't.
can do
Right, okay. One of the things you can do is your body is covered in sharp thorns.
Yeah.
If instead, have you got any mutant points left?
Yeah.
Okay, how many have you got? Have you got 2?
I've got 2, yes.
Okay, if you spend both of them, I will let you grow a vine instead of a thorn that you can use to do that. Because it's cool and creative.
Okay.
It's like grasping vine from
Yeah.
D&D, yeah.
Fling! Tentacles,
roll-
basically. is
Roll a
what we-
d6.
Oh, God. I don't want to. Can I not? No. All right. Here we go. What's it going to be?
Hey,
6.
that's a 6. The mutation gets supercharged. You get the mutation point back,
Woohoo!
and your whole arm lashes out as this big, thick vine, something you've never seen before,
Whoa!
and pulls both it and Golders Green, who you recognize as another stalker like yourself, off the roof of the building behind you. And they crash to the ground.
Can I pummel him?
Well, no, you've kind of done your thing. So Arsenal is going to do Arsenal's thing, which is to try and shoot.
Can I try and move out of the way?
Shoot him. You
Nah,
can.
he'll shoot me.
You're not a threat. You're lying on the ground in front of him already.
You
Whereas
shot yourself, remember?
Wimbledon's trying to run away.
No, I know. I would just
Roll
assume
away
though.
and
If
roll
I
out
was
the way.
the one in the scenario, I would do it to demoralize them.
Oh, dear.
Right, Lewis, make a move check.
I
Hey!
will push it because really at this point.
It's balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Hey. So you do manage to move slightly out of the way, but not enough. Unless you want to use your reroll.
Did I have a reroll?
You do have a reroll. You have at least
Yeah.
one. I gave you one.
Will use that because there's otherwise it will be useless. Can I push that one as well?
No, I don't think we're allowed to do that. That's gamey.
I pushed to reroll my rerolled push.
No, just
Send me more rerolls.
let's just die.
Keep
We said we were going to
yeah.
die. We signed the blood pact.
Waddington's gonna get away again.
Just
Plus
get
you
away,
roll.
Auden, seriously.
And kablamo, you are shot for 2 points of damage.
Oh, now you do.
I am at
Broken.
-1, so I'm broken.
Okay, please roll a d66.
Hey.
You too are concussed. While that rolling around on the floor, you must have banged your head when that last
Yeah.
shot wrecked the barrel.
Ooh.
Last chance, Mornington.
Save us, Mornington.
No, I
Shouts.
wouldn't. Fuck us.
I wouldn't either.
No, the odds are terribly stacked against you. Just get the fuck out of there, man.
I'm not responding at all.
No, it's-
Okay, Golders Green appears to be slightly stunned
I'm
this round.
going to. Do I still have my vine?
It's already kind of retracting back into.
Yeah, because it was it's mutant powers for you.
He's concussed, you say. In that case, I'm going to stab him. I've still got that machete. I think I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kept that.
Yeah.
It's in
I
a
believe it
rough
has
neck.
1 point of gear bonus.
Yeah, it's in a really rough neck. Harold
But
really
his
went to town
opponent
with
is
it.
also
It's a
semi-conscious, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my fight is terrible. In fact, my fight is non-existent because I have no strength.
I'm sorry, I just
That's
saw
what
the
rerolls.
chat. No,
Oh, yeah.
Werewolf
no, it's
Reborn
fine.
just said, now you're
Yeah.
both Magneto and Professor X.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, I'm going to shoot him point blank in the head with the bow and arrow.
Okay, roll to see how much extra damage you do.
Oh, may the dice gods favor me for.
I mean, you'll hit them regardless.
But I
Yeah,
need to
because
do a
they're
performance.
in a compromised
not
position and
moving.
all that jazz.
Yeah.
So even no successes will hit them, but every success you potentially do. Oh my good lord!
I'd like to push that, please. Or do I have any rerolls left? I don't know. I've lost track.
I
I've
believe
no
you have
idea.
1 reroll left
I
because
will.
people were throwing them at you in chat.
I will take that reroll.
So, how much damage does your bow and arrow do?
It does 1, but I
It
am
does
an
1.
assassin now.
2, 3. You are an assassin now. That is your talent.
Extra
Oh
damage
yeah,
here,
we
right?
were supposed to
Oh,
level
right.
these characters up.
1 extra point of damage. So that's as much as 4 points of damage if you wish it.
Yeah, well,
Pushed
is
it.
that going to
Why would you
kill
not?
Golders Green?
Well, do you want to
Goodbye.
kill
Yes.
Golders Green?
That
Yeah,
will
I want to
absolutely
kill.
break Golders Green.
Yes.
Right, Golders Green, roll a d66.
Through the. Oh, dear Lord!
Headshot.
I'm assuming. Oh, geez, decapitated. Lovely.
Yeah,
Head
that is
explode.
absolutely head explodey. You punch an arrow right through their temple and pin their twitching body to the ground of the zone.
That's sad, really. I mean,
They're even
They're
that's
trying to kill you,
silent
man. Don't worry.
as they pass.
Does Mornington have a little book that you keep like little lines in
No,
for everyone? That's what.
don't at all have a little book. No. I wonder if I have time to loot him.
Probably not. I would
Did he have
just
a
look
rifle?
at.
I'm grabbing that.
Yes.
Right, Arsenal is dragging Wimbledon into the plane by the foot.
Wow, I really am inconsequential. Holy shit.
And
See,
the plane
Just
has a
leave him.
small metal door. He's left Bermondsey outside the plane on the ground in a lot of pain, collapsed in a heap, unable to move its legs.
Yeah.
Can I get back up to where Golders Green was and just take up a sniping position with his scrap rifle?
Yes.
Then I would like to do that.
Stand off.
Okay. Do you want to search Golders Green while you're at it? Since apparently they're not going anywhere.
Oh,
The other guys have shut themselves in the plane.
yeah. If I have time, why not? Happy
Okay.
looting.
2 grub, 4 water,
Very good.
4 bullets, scrap rifle.
Gonna need taking the scrap rifle. What's the damage on the scrap rifle?
Scrap rifle.
Good, I would presume.
2 does +1 bonus.
Enough.
There's +1 gear bonus and damage 2.
So, lovely. Thank you very much. Super. Thank you. I'm gonna wait.
Right, inside the plane,
Get all
Wimbledon.
sneaky.
I can't really do anything,
you
can
can't
I?
really do very much. You're not dead, but you kind of regain hazy, pained consciousness. You're tied to a chair. Inside the plane with you are Arsenal and Chancery Lane.
All right. Chauncey, what's this all about then?
Shut up, Wimbledon. This isn't about you.
Is it about what I told about Morny?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You're
You
not even
should have
supposed to be
said.
mixed up in this, you bloody idiot.
oh, they told me to go out with him again. Keep an eye.
Yeah, well, good job. You kept an eye. He's still out and about and rolling around. That's the best I can do for you. He's patched you up a little bit,
Oh,
heals you up for
cheers,
1 point.
Chauncey.
Look,
You
don't
You
move.
could have just said.
Just stay in
Oh,
the
it's the
chair. mate.
betrayal episode.
Right. Do us a favour, says Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in a creepy way. I mean, we are probably better off without, creepy guy. But can you scream for me?
Yeah. But
Loud, proper loud, like you're in real pain.
matey, can LZ the long geezer.
Oh, he's outside. He's no good to anybody anymore. Not our
Yeah.
problem.
I feel like, is he still moving? He won't mixed up in this either.
All right, I'll get him.
Yeah, but he really doesn't like me. I
don't
think he was a little bit happy when he realized, oh, that annoying twat that wanders around bending spoons is in there. Yeah, there's a bit of glee in punching me.
I'll do the screaming then.
I'll get him. Don't scream until I get back.
Yeah, all right.
All right, the door opens again,
I'm
Alden
gonna shoot him.
and I.
I'll let
And
him out. I'll let him get out first.
Arsenal pops out.
Oh, it's Arsenal, is it? Well, I'm definitely shooting him.
And he pops out and he kind of creeps towards Bermondsey, grabs hold of the back of his shirt and
I would
starts
like to shoot him.
dragging him back to the plane. Shoot away.
Shooty McShoot. Da 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 da. This is where the gun blows up in my hands. Boom!
Also,
Yeah.
once again, I feel like Wimbledon's days are now numbered because if I was in the scenario and the boss just got killed when doing something the hostage says, I don't know, man.
I feel
I
like if you'd have said nothing, I stood a slim chance because my next question was going to be, am I back on 1 hit point?
Nah, Ben's a smart guy. He would have done the same.
I know.
You
but
are on 1 hit point at the minute, yes, but you're also tied to a chair and disarmed
Yeah, they tied you. Yeah,
I'm really, really strong.
with those seatbelts.
not anymore. They've chipped that strength off you one by one.
Yeah,
I could still use barge through.
it's true. All right, so you shoot. Kablamo. Would
Much
you like to tell me what you want to use those extra dice for?
So that's potentially what, 6 points of damage?
You should
No,
do
it's
it
1
for
to hit him,
Yeah.
2
For-
points
for
of damage
style.
automatically,
Okay.
and then the other 3 can be used for extra damage, for stunts, for style,
I
to
have 5
direct the
strength.
shot to sort of specific areas of his body.
I would like to.
Okay.
I would love it if
So-
he's dragging Bermsey on the left-hand side. I'm sorry, Bermsey, I'm shooting through you to do the
I'm not
cheat.
deliberately aiming at
I know,
my
I know, it's all
this
right. I'm
time.
just teasing. I know, it's fine.
Oh well, at least we'll end up with a hostage exchange.
Exactly. don't-
Right, not so much.
Don't want
You
to kill him
blow his
outright.
leg off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gone.
There is a gout of blood that showers all over Bermondsey
Yeah.
Yep.
from his thigh. It looks like in the process of so doing, you've torn through the artery,
Oops.
femoral artery in his thigh.
Whoops.
He looks down at his leg as it like skips away from him, and he goes, "Oh shit," and then falls over, lying next to Bermondsey, going pale. You can watch him go pale as he bleeds out.
I really wish I could stab him with the cake slice back.
You can stab him with the cake slice if you want. That's like
Yeah.
dramatic irony.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
I stab him with the cake slice. Just no, not even like that. Just in the most
Just
like
flat.
subdued,
Rapid.
yeah, just complete blank face, just right in. No, there's power behind it, but it's like I'm
Okay.
not. Yeah, I'm not excited about it. I'm just like deadpan, like fuck you, you prick.
I will calmly reload my rifle and wait.
There was a rifle shot from outside Wimbledon.
I am going to try to use that barge through to move, basically just rip the chair and the whole thing with me, run through the exit outside.
Okay, can you make a move check?
I accidentally shoot.
Yeah, I'm expecting that, but it'll be amusing.
I'm assuming you can't barge into whatever their face is.
Chancery Lane.
Absolutely
Yeah,
could.
I could, but it probably wouldn't kill him, and then I'll end up
Pop him
dying.
out of the plane, though.
Yeah, and then bang.
Yeah.
At least 2 of us survive.
So far.
It's not gonna be me. He's gonna try and heal me, and I'm gonna be offed.
Which will
At
make
least
it
he'll
more
try
fun.
and heal you.
Mm, that's the thought that counts.
I'm
Oh
gonna
dear.
push it.
Push it.
Oh!
Yeah, you fall down on
You
your face.
surge upwards, straining at the straps as they pull across your body, grimacing with the effort.
What, you need a toilet?
Is that every facial expression?
Yeah, it is. It is every facial. That, as my mum says, you can summarize if someone is angry, sad, or uncomfortable if they ask them if they need to go to the toilet. And 9 times out of 10, it's yes. At least with children, it is anyway.
Chancery Lane freaks out when you surge up and shoots you with his
Oh,
scrap
yeah.
pistol.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a d66, please?
Hooray! Nice and low.
Ooh.
Still holding on.
Not brilliant, but you know.
The flash of the gun so close to your head stuns you momentarily, and you sort of fall back,
Ah.
a little bit blinded from the muzzle flash, a little bit deafened from the muzzle flash, but taking no further injury.
At that point, I will scream
You have
out,
been lucky on your
"Whoa!"
on your braking rise. Yeah, you hear Wimbledon scream from inside the plane. Aldo.
No. I'd like to remind our viewers that Mornington has an empathy of 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I seem like a callous ass, that's because I'm playing to character.
Yes.
And
He
frankly,
made those stats himself.
No, I started off
Just
with
a reminder of
I
the first
started
episode.
off with 2. And then I got one of
Yeah,
them.
you need to spend time being nice to people to get them back, and we've never done that.
I don't see that happening somehow.
No.
Right, so you appear to be at some kind of standoff. You can see Bermondsey lying on the floor next to Arsenal outside the plane.
Yep, he'll be fine.
He's not dead, but he's clearly in a great deal of damage.
Okay,
Arsenal doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. His leg is separate from his body,
that's
and
good.
there's a huge pool of blood around both him
Is
and Bermondsey.
Arsenal still alive?
No.
No, he's gone. Okay.
Gone the way of Tooting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you watched him bleed out and stuck the cake slice in him right towards the end.
Right.
You managed to bring about the end of Golders Green.
Yes.
There is only the contents of the plane.
And the person that I know is inside it.
Mm-hmm.
People.
People,
There are people inside it.
And
Could be
also
people.
Wimbledon. Ah.
Take out. You've
I
got all the
don't know
food and
who's
water. He
inside, though,
doesn't.
do I?
No, you.
No, you don't know who's inside.
But you
Apart from
heard-
Wimbledon.
You heard me
Yeah.
scream.
I heard
Shall.
you. Yeah, I know you're in there. I saw
But you
get
know.
dragged
But
inside.
you knew there was a guy in there. I'd like
Yes.
to remind you.
Tasted them, so I know
Yeah.
they're there. Yeah, that's why I'm not just wandering out in the middle of nowhere. And getting
Well,
shot.
out of character, you could just wait him out. You have all the food and water, and you did point out that you are completely apathetic to Wimbledon's situation, and they probably know that you're apathetic to Wimbledon. So he's probably going to, not to direct, I'm speaking aloud. It
Alright.
makes the most sense to just wait.
But I think these people have actually pissed Mornington off.
No, I agree, but like,
Oh, rookie
You have not-
mistake.
Does the great mechanical worm have windows?
It does. Quite small windows, only about this sort of big. About big enough for you to hold your face up against.
So from my current vantage point, can I make anything out?
You can't really make anything out because the angle's not right. You can
Yeah,
make
you're
out
above
that
it.
there's an inside, but it's kind of obscured.
Without sacrificing my firing angle, can I stealthily get myself to a position where I can see inside? So I want to keep track.
Probably not. No.
no, because you're above it, and obviously an airplane's windows are like perfectly diagonal or horizontal, I
Yeah.
should say. So
Also,
there is
like,
no way that
That
you
sort of
could.
size, so.
Yeah, you'd have to be on ground level to look.
Yeah,
through
you'd
them.
need to actually go right up to it to be able
Yeah.
to see through them, unfortunately.
Okay.
Weird that. I wonder why they don't want.
And the plane.
Right.
Although there is a break in the back of the plane.
That's what I was about to ask. Is there a rent? Is there any gap?
There is. The back of the plane is bent and damaged, and you could potentially climb in through there.
Let's do that. I'm going super stealthy sneak mode.
Secret Bowden man.
Nope, not that one. That one. I'll take that.
Ooh. He sneaks, he creeps, he infiltrates. So you go in the back of the plane. It's not a large plane. We're talking sort of Learjet sized thing.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, small.
Some kind of
mechanical worm.
private plane type dealio.
Yeah.
Inside, where you come in, there is some seats, big leather covered seats, in some significant state of disrepair. And up towards the front end, there's a small door leading into the pointy bit at the front. And there is a figure strapped to a chair who looks to be Wimbledon. He's not got his barrel on anymore.
Oh, that's a shame. Anybody else?
And sat opposite him, you can see Chancery Lane, one of the gearheads who reports to Commander Epscamp.
Well, I'll go to shoot him then.
Go on then.
Preferably in the face. Eek. Oh boy.
Ones don't count because you didn't push it.
I can't push it?
You don't need to push it. It hit.
It does
It hit.
hit.
I'll take the hit.
It hits. The rifle kind of disintegrates in your hands.
I had that feeling.
It was a scrap
falls
rifle,
apart. Yeah.
and it has been fired quite frequently today. So you shoot. The gun breaks. What are you using the extra success for?
More damage.
Or damage. So you take 1 point of damage from the exploding gun in your hands. And
Broken again.
Mr. Lane takes 3 points of damage and is broken.
Everybody's broken.
So depending on what we all roll.
Oh, dear
Although,
Lord.
There's a good chance of.
You shoot Chancery Lane in the face.
Yes, that was the
And
outfit.
the bullet, because the gun was breaking as it fired, the bullet isn't flying straight. It's kind of broken apart as well. It hits
Yeah.
him in the face like flechette rounds and
Ah.
just
Shrapnel,
leaves
yeah.
his whole face as a total ruin. You hear him make a gurgling scream as this shot hits him, drives him backwards into his seat, and utterly ruins his face. He's firing blindly with his
Well,
pistol.
That's going to haunt me.
Let me see. He's
Not for long.
firing.
Really, that scene is going to haunt you, not all the other abuse you've seen presumable friends go through. And fuck it, you might even know Arsenal and the others on some amicable terms. So
Also, I recall Mornington was also broken and has to roll a d66.
I was. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. There
And
is
this
one.
now is where you turn out to be the survivor, and you crawl
No,
back on your
no.
hands.
Well,
We're all.
No.
That's same as me, the Flash.
no, we're gonna lie there, and some
Yeah,
fucking carrion creature's gonna come round and
oh, it's
finish
going to be one of
us
those
off.
vulture things that's going to come get you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would appear that Chancery Lane is not dead. He
He's
is,
not
however, horrendously injured and currently dying.
That's terrible.
He's,
Worse than us.
yeah, I mean, you could finish him off if you want to, but he is definitely dying.
Can I try and reach over and just grab his head?
I was going to interrogate him, but yeah, okay.
He
well,
shot me.
Yeah, I'm not stopping you. I presume I'm some sort of dazed at the moment. So
Yes,
rifle
you are
exploded in my hand.
currently dazed.
What happened? Did I get him? Did I get him? Wimbledon, are you all right?
I think I can't hear him. I can't see him. I think you've got him. I'll sort of feel around and see if I can grab hold of him. Is he anywhere I can grab hold of?
No, you're still tied to a chair.
Just my
Keep
hands
talking.
are-
I'll come over to you.
well, he might have. If he might have
Wow.
fallen, you could maybe grab him with like the tippies of your finger.
Yeah. Stick his eyes
He
out
went
or something.
backwards away from you.
Oh, boo.
So you make your way up the train after a couple of minutes of stunned and dazed.
Plain.
It feels like an eternity to you, Lewis. But after about 5 minutes, Mornington comes sort of lurching his way.
Oh,
All
The
right,
plane.
Morny.
no, but I will be.
Me neither. Where's the long
He's-
geezer?
He's outside. Hang on. Let me just deal with Chancery.
Could I do it?
Okay.
Cut me
will.
loose.
Release Wimbledon.
Cut me, just cut me.
All right, we'll cut him. I don't know.
Don't roll for that.
This is my last resort.
Yeah, that's
I'm
where
just
we're going
gonna-
with
I imagine he's quite Wimbledon's
Squishy?
quite sturdy and just
Yeah.
sort of
You,
because he's only
you body
semi-conscious
slam
anyways.
the semi-conscious, mushy-faced guy.
elbow drops.
And
him.
you kind of put him out of his misery. He's not terribly upset about that.
I'm going to stumble out and.
Shouldn't have.
Well, I'm
fucking
going to
shot me.
loot Arsenal first, and then I'm going to drag Bermondsey into the plane.
Okay.
What do I get?
We survived.
Arsenal is wearing a leather biker jacket,
Oh, well, I'll add it to my collection, but you know.
has a spiked bat.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Give it to me. I can actually hit things.
I
with-
might
Has
give it to you actually. 'Cause I've got-
Another scrap rifle,
Oh, that I will
Keep that.
definitely take. Thank you.
5 rations of grub,
Oh, hang on.
4 rations of water,
5 rations of grub and 4 rations
4
of
rations
water.
of water.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
And-
keeping track.
2 bullets.
I need 2 bullets.
Well, he
did
shot
use
the other
quite a
2.
few.
Cheapskate.
Oh, actually, he used more than 2, didn't he? He's got 1 bullet.
It'd be the opposite of cheapskate. He's a
Profligate.
Yeah,
Profligate. He's flashing the cash, that geezer.
splurger.
How many bullets did I spend? 3, 2, 2.
You-
I've had a cheap day. I'm up, basically.
That
Yeah.
was
I'm
like
up.
2 or 3 scrap rifles. They basically
Yeah, you
went
shot
through the entire
twice.
arc's worth of rifles. In this-
Okay, I'm going to drag Bermondsey into the plane.
Yeah.
I'm going to close
Okay.
the door.
Oh, there's Burby. You all right?
We win. Did
Yeah.
we win?
We won.
We
What's
won.
chance we
This,
got on them?
this is what winning feels like.
We got
Chancery's got a scrap pistol.
Someone else can have that.
Don't have much
I
luck
just
with
want
those.
the bat.
Are you? Yeah, I'll hand you the bat.
2 rations of grub, 3 rations of water, and 7 bullets.
I'm going to take the bullets, but we can share everything
I
else.
could, yeah,
That
I
dude was
could use a
minted.
snack.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Snacks are on Chancery, and I'm going to put them on Chancery.
Oh,
Very annoyed.
Wimbledon isn't happy either. They shot him.
but that wasn't any of the things that. Oh no, that's not true. That was one of the things that was in the zone.
It was a single thing that was in.
Oh. I'm for resting up and eating
Yeah,
quite a lot.
Wimbledon will concur.
Right. Somebody is going to need to do some healing on Bermondsey because otherwise Bermondsey might not make it through the night.
Bagsy, not Mornington, with his 1 heal.
Do you want me to give it a go?
You'd be better than I would. The last time I tried, one of my friends died.
All right.
My friend died.
I think it's
It hurts, Wimbledon.
where does it hurt exactly?
In his
Um,
face.
He is completely covered head to toe in blood. How much of it is his and how much of it is Arsenal's is difficult to tell.
Which bit hurts the most?
Can I loot
my
the plane?
head,
See if it's got any
head
healing
hurts.
supplies or anything?
Your
bandages?
head hurts.
Yeah, I think from where he shot there.
Make a
Okay.
Healy heal roll.
Wait. I think I can do something about that, and I will quite grimly use a piece of the now cold and dead thingy to sort of lower the bruising.
Biggie, you had to know.
Chancery.
You're going to use
Oh.
Chancery Lane's
Food.
corpse to reduce the
there
bruising.
now.
He's
Yeah.
a table.
Oh, like a
feel it?
steak.
Yeah.
Right,
Like a
okay.
steak. That's the level of heal.
Okay.
He has 4 empathy but 0 heal. That was
Right.
purely on he wants to
Okay,
help you.
yeah.
You managed to stabilize Bermondsey, although Bermondsey is still paralyzed from the waist
Yeah.
down.
I can carry him.
You are, however, stabilized and not going to die anymore.
We've got a barrel. It'll be fine.
You are now
Alright.
Master Blaster. You haven't got a barrel. The barrel is in an absolute wreck.
Oh no!
It's
we
in
bought that
bits
barrel,
outside.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you have to work that out. Can I loot the plane,
Yes,
please?
Derringer and
Yes.
a scrap pistol now.
I've got scavenger. So is there also?
You have. Yes, in the pilot's seat of the plane, there is a skeleton wearing an
sunglasses?
impeccable uniform, a pilot's uniform.
Put it on. Come
Starched
on.
white
Yeah.
cotton shirt,
Oh, wow.
pressed black slacks,
Put
peaked
it
cap.
on.
Mm.
Lewis, let's do it. Put
Yeah,
it
yes.
on.
He has a
Put it
small
on.
gold
Put it on.
badge on
Put it
his
on.
collar.
Oh,
Picture of an
on.
aeroplane.
oh,
We
I'm
want
taking
to
that. Oh, I'm wearing that. Yes. All right.
Yeah, we want to see
You
Mornington
see
looking
Mornington disappear
dapper.
in a kind of dishevelled outfit and
Yeah,
come
and
back out
then
just officer and a
Also,
gentleman.
I like how in this one episode he's gone from is Mornington the villain to now we're kind of supporting him.
I want him to win. I've always wanted
Yeah.
Howden to win in this game.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, Lewis and myself, that's a different
We're
story.
expendable.
Yeah,
We're
very
there to
expendable.
ensure Mornington survives.
We are in the war movie. We are. Have you guys ever seen what's it called? The World War II one
The
with
World War II one.
I don't know. The one with Vin Diesel in it. That's what we are. We're the Vin Diesel that dies right at the beginning. Just to spoilers, I guess.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I don't know.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. There we go.
Vin Diesel's in Saving Private
Yes.
Ryan.
He is right at the start.
Most of them, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
a lot of
L-
well-known
loads of
faces.
them.
Yeah, we're all the comedy characters that just die for the sake of. Yeah, he's not really comedy, but semantics.
So, yeah, you
Okay.
rest up in the plane
Yeah.
overnight.
Jesus.
Now for the healing.
Much eating.
Did you
We just
succeed?
eat our rations until we heal.
Yeah, pretty
Nom,
much.
Nom, nom, nom.
I don't believe you heal breakages.
No, so
That
my
was all
my
right.
toes
I
are
was-
still
yeah.
fucked, but that's the least of my.
I will
concerns.
carry you.
Below the
I
waist.
was merely concussed and briefly flash blinded.
At least you can't feel your broken toes now.
Yeah,
That's what I said. Yeah.
precisely.
Did you say that? Sorry. I was
It's
trying to
okay,
find
don't worry
like
about
a
it.
bright spark in this
No, it's absolutely fine. I
dark
understand.
hellscape of our Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Everybody suffers. Right, healing. Specific injuries have specific things, but you can recover strength, a ration of food per point of strength to be restored.
Gonna eat a lot.
How many rations did we get total?
There were two
A
off
fair
Chancery.
amount.
which
Yeah.
we can
Two off
share.
Chancery,
And Arsenal
4
had the
off
load.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
five.
those.
5 off Arsenal.
Five.
We got 4 water off Arsenal.
There is
And
we when it comes to Arsenal.
I'm very well aware. I'm just trying to. I'm using the
His
royal.
bookkeeping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm bookkeeping. I've got it also on my head.
And what about Goldber's Green?
And he had. But I want to say 4 rations.
Yeah, sounds about right.
There we go.
Right. Healing time wise, the concussion takes D6 hours to heal. So if you stay the night or the day and night, the remainder of the day and the night in the plane, your concussions will heal. Those of you that have that. Broken toes, you'll be able to move. Well, you'll be able to move around on your broken toes in 2d6 hours. However,
On
Yes.
Wimbledon's shoulders.
you're also paralyzed from the waist down.
Well, we don't have to worry about peeling that. Fuck that. That can just.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So spine.
We'll get you that trolley from the first
damaged
episode.
spine.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
I imagine it takes weeks, Ben. I'd be shocked if in a
Yeah, it's
couple
like
hours
4d6 weeks to heal
Yeah.
that. But
That's all right.
it also requires magic-y, mutation-y intervention to be
I
able to do.
figured, yes.
Well, I know where
'Cause
there
I'm
are
paralyzed.
variants. We
Yeah.
could put you in one of those.
Yeah, a rusty old trolley.
But we can accommodate.
Of course.
There's a
And I
barrel.
can carry.
What's a barrel? We've got like straps and things. We've got all the seat belts. We could construct some sort
Yeah.
of harness for Wimbledon.
A chair, just one of the chairs, and strap it to Wimbledon.
Yes.
One of the
There we go.
plain chairs on his shoulders.
Oh, like the awesome dude in the wheelchair from the Alien Resurrection. The big powered wheelchair, but then they have to leave the wheelchair behind and they strap him to the gun guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to wrap it up there.
Oh,
We
yeah.
survived!
And you all survived
So
for a given
far.
value of survived.
Yes.
Next week, we will continue our quest for piggies. Hopefully.
Is that not our last?
Is that what we're doing
or-
now? Now that the
Or you
Ark
can
is
go
actively
back-
hunting Mornington.
Or you can go back to the Ark and deal with the situation there.
Yeah, we
kill
can
Commander
decide
Epps.
at the time. We can
Yeah, so you can
decide
have a
at
think
the
about that between now and then. We can have a
Yeah.
chat about it, see what you want to do, see what you prefer.
Viewers,
in the
please
meantime,
vote on
Yes, please do. Let us know
Yeah,
on
totally. Let us know
what you wanna
Discord,
see.
on Twitch, whether you'd rather they went after the piggies, or whether you want them to go balls to the wall, back to the Ark, and
total
mix it
murder
up with the
hobo through the
commanderage.
entire arc.
Which
So-
is what Mornington wanted to do all along.
Just so you know, just to add flavour, if we are going back to the Ark to enact vengeance, Mornington is going to swing by the cinema and pick up a jelly in the Tupperware box he got from the shop.
Only a jelly.
A metal-eating flying jellyfish. Yes,
But just one when there are so many.
I
and
expect
so
it
much
will
metal.
pull others. I only have a small box.
Anyway, we have been Garblag Games. Thank you very much for
Yes.
joining us this
bit
evening.
unorthodox.
It's unorthodox, it's unpredictable. We never know what's going to happen from session to session.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I've learned a lot from running this game. I have actually learned a lot from running
No,
this game
I agree.
because
So have I. Yeah.
it is very, very different in the way it's structured. Please check out our Discord, our YouTube channel,
Twitter.
Twitter.
Insta.
Think we
On
have
Thursday,
Instagram,
we've
yeah.
got Dragonlance Session 2.
Which
We're very, very
It's
pleased
not
with ourselves.
superior game to
We're
this.
very
Yeah,
pleased with ourselves because we got retweeted by Margaret Weiss. So we're a little bit excited about that for the Dragonlance game. Patreon exists and is a thing. I can't give you this map on Patreon because this is the map that comes with Mutant Year Zero. But Pete has many, many maps of excellent quality and some of my maps of ropey quality
They're lovely.
available.
And if you choose Platinum class, I will come to your game and kill your characters.
For an entire campaign.
There is not currently a one-shot tomorrow to answer the question on the stream there. We're looking at getting those scheduled and up and running in the not
Yeah.
too dim and distant future. We've got a couple of people who are sort of floating the idea of going, well, maybe I could run one, which is why this evening we've actually had a guest producer in the house.
Yes.
Garblag Games has
Yay.
sat on his arse and done absolutely nothing all evening.
Mm.
While Safino has
Oh.
been the real man of power behind the screens, directing everything, keeping us intact, and juggling our faces around as we've needed them.
He said, "Careful, Ben."
He says, "Careful, Ben."
Yeah.
Come at me.
Pete giveth and Pete taketh away.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
thank you very much, and good night all.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
We survived.
Hooray!
In a sense.